Psalms chapter 6 is an amazing Psalms. I'm just getting ready to tape the program right now. And so I'm just thinking about this. It says, "O Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger, nor chasten me in your hot displeasure. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are troubled. My soul is greatly troubled. But you, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver me. O save me from your mercy's sake. For in death there is no remembrance of you. In the grave, who will give thanks? I am weary with my groaning. All night I make my bed swim. I drench my couch with tears. My eyes waste away because of grief. It grows old because of my enemies. Depart from me, all you workers of iniquity, for the Lord has heard me." The Lord has heard me. The Lord has heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord has heard my supplication. The Lord will receive my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and greatly troubled. Let them turn back and suddenly be without meaning. I'll tell you, as I'm getting ready to go into the studio, you can go with me here. It's really interesting because you begin to pray, you begin to think about, okay, what does the Lord, what does he want? Or what does he desire us? He desires us to be tied in. Hi, Corey. He desires us to, it's Corey.
Hello. Hi.
God desires us to be people who come to him and pray, come to him and talk to him. And when we do, he listens. Now, I can tell you this, the enemy is somebody who is we're talking about the devil, the destroyer, Abaddon is his name. And he likes us to get scared. He likes us to get terrified. He likes us to be destroyed. Let me tell you something. When you pray, and when you think about this, thanks, Daniel. When you begin to think about this, it gets interesting because all this time that you're praying, all this time which you're asking him, what should we do? How should we do it? He's listening. God Almighty is listening. So I would say that Psalm 6 tells us that if we pay attention to praying, if we turn our hearts towards God, and if we begin to pray, things will begin to change. But we have to believe. We have to believe that God hears us. And the Psalms tells us that. Psalm 6 says, God heard me. I get excited when I'm teaching like this because I don't have anybody to teach it to, so I'm teaching it to you. When we understand that God hears us, when we get it, then all of a sudden, the enemy is no longer strong, is he? That's something to think about. Psalms 6 tells us that. So my suggestion to you today is, in your distress, in your great anguish, consider the fact that God is hearing you. And he's answering prayer. God hears you. If you're a Christian, if you're somebody who's given your life to Christ, God hears you. Very interesting.